Want to see me make $1 million in like 10 seconds? And there we have it. We are over $1 million. Wasn't the most graceful way to show that, but want to see me spend a bunch of it just as fast? I'll take this. I'll take this. We'll upgrade this. We'll purchase that. We'll sell this. Purchase this. And we'll buy that. Now, if you think I may have lost my mind, you might be right, but we just burnt through a whole bunch of money. We got some duplicated equipment so we can do our job a lot faster. We're going to have a lot more fields. We're going to need to get through the work a lot faster. We have 1 day a month to do work, so didn't want to change any of that. Okay. Are we overpowered here? Or underpowered, I should say. A lot of weight, pulling 48.6 tons here. We're going to go start spreading some lime on our new fields, get them prepped. We got to do all the fields today. And we'll do that until we don't have daylight, and then get to February and get all the way to starting to plant. And then when it comes time to start planting, we will have the JCB on the new planter we just purchased, and we will have the John Deere 8R on our original planter. So we'll get multiple fields done. We'll use the new one on the smaller fields and the existing one on the bigger fields. And that should work out pretty nice. $134,000 left. Should be more than enough cash to get us by. Oh, it looks like they planted something in field 20. I'm interested. Lose our momentum in that tractor. Look at that. They got some wheat growing. Noah has planted wheat. Good for him. Well, if you're new to the channel, we are in Ray County, Missouri. This is the oil challenge. We are attempting to make 1 million liters of oil. It's going to be a combination of sunflower oil and canola oil in 1 calendar year. The goal is to get that done by year 10. We are starting year 6 right now. So we've just passed the halfway points, and we're getting to the point where we think now we have enough fields for sunflowers. When we harvest our canola in the summer, we'll find out then how many more fields we need for canola. Now, we're going to have to save up some of that product. We're not going to be able to harvest 1 million liters of each. It is a 1-to-2 ratio, or 2-to-1 ratio, I guess I should say, of input to output. So 2 pieces of sunflower, or 2 liters of sunflower, will produce 1 liter of sunflower oil. And the same ratio for the canola. So I do remember, oh, we gotta unfold it, that's right. Struggling a hair with speed on this until the weight gets a little bit lower. So we'll get going here, get the lime put down. I have no idea how much lime this is gonna take. And with all the purchasing that we did, the dealership was friendly enough to give us a little bit extra, or free lime. I don't see anything wrong with that personally. I think that was really nice of them. But we're still at 40. Yeah, it's starting to drop now. We dropped. Yeah, okay, now we can see tiny in the corner there, the bottom corner. You can see the tonnage. I don't think this is going to be enough for this field, and boy, this is a big one. But this field's really going to tip us over what I think we need to pull this off. Let's get the liming sessions done. I'll keep you guys updated on anything and any progress along the way. I decided to give the John Deere a shot here. It does have a little bit more horsepower. We're struggling through this ground. Seems pretty soft out here. You see the tires are just slipping. Yeah, the JCB was getting down to about 6 miles an hour climbing that hill, getting up to 10 now. But for every time you go uphill, there's always a downhill. Let's pick up some speed here. And ooh, this loop's gonna be interesting. Come back and finish that backside and miss a little bit, but we'll get all the little tiny spots we miss. So what we're doing right now is putting some lime down to make sure we get 100% yield bonus. The field doesn't necessarily need it, but what we've been doing is treating these a little bit early. You know, we do lose 5% yield every year that we don't lime, so we wanted to make sure we kind of avoid that 5% or 10%, 15% loss and make sure we can maximize, you know, our yield. So we're not doing it every year. We are taking a little, you know, 5% loss every other year. but it's been working out good. Now we're cruising. There we go. Down to 31 tons. This thing's just heavy. Getting ready for a winter sunset here. Hopefully there's not a ton of snow in February and March, and we'll be able to make some progress. And we actually got way more done than I thought we would on that first load. We're going to go fill up by a lot more lime because we have this field to our left to do, which also looks like we do need to mulch it still. We have the big field connected to the farmyard. We can see way in the distance there. And then this field over here to the right, or now in front of me as well. So 3 more fields that we do need to apply lime on. And I have a feeling we'll be back here at least one more time after this. But over here at the co-op, we can buy it in bulk. Pretty good price on this map. There we go. That's embarrassing. There we go. Now it's good. And I think since we know we're gonna have to come back, I'm gonna just pull away here at 78% full, and it's just gonna keep going there. All right, so that did cost us $1,000. But that is a lot of lime. A lot of lime. It looks like we are going to struggle even at this weight, but we'll get by. And it seemed like a good transition time to get a worker going on mulching the field for us. And while they do that, we'll head back to the field, finish putting the lime down. You can definitely see now what we have left to spread. It shouldn't take up much of this capacity, and I'm hoping the 2 smaller fields we'll be able to do without getting more, and then we'll just have to fill up again to do the other big field. And just like that, 1 field is complete. I think we still have a little bit of daylight to potentially finish the 2 small fields as I really jackknife the trailer there. Trying to avoid the trees. Yeah, this field is tiny. I mean, it's still a good sized field, but compared to the other ones, this is pretty tiny here. Shouldn't take too long. Cruising at 27 with the spreader. We'll get it done. And boy, we're done with lime. We got the JCB on the smallest field doing the mulching right now. So now we get to just hang out and wait till they're done with that and then make it March. That was quite the liming session. We did end up doing another trip back for 20,000, and then I got roughly 5,000 the next time. We can't forget about the 63,000 liters of sunflower oil that we have to sell. Yeah, that's a lot less than $500,000 worth. Or 500,000 units worth. It was year 6, February, when I remembered or realized, I called this the liter challenge, when it's really bottles. It's bottles of oil. All right, let's see. I think it's gonna be like 400,000 worth right here. 396, pretty close there. We're back up to 500,000. I'm hoping, and we might sell some lettuce to pull it off, but I'm hoping by the time we do harvest the canola, we're able to afford another harvester, because we're gonna need to. Don't necessarily need it until fall for the sunflower harvest, but why is it doing that? But we can get by without it until fall, but we definitely are gonna need it come fall. We need a semi and the big trailer pretty soon, because this is not gonna cut it anymore. Let's make sure we get this shut off though. And it's time to get to planting. We do have the JCB and the new planter planting field 6 right now. So we're gonna focus on field 6 and field 5, which we're in right here for the month of March. And come April, we're gonna wanna get the other 2 fields planted. So we gotta do rolling, and we wanna do weeds today as well. We wanna do those the same month that we plant. So we will definitely prioritize getting these 2 fields done. And if we get far enough, you know, we'll see what time it is, but I have a feeling we're definitely gonna be waiting for April to do the other one. This field shouldn't take too long with this ginormous, ridiculous size planter that we have here. And away we go. It is always nice to plant on a new field the first time. It'll be even more nice to harvest it. 14 miles an hour is what we have it set at, the speed override for this. Especially with that in our favor, this shouldn't take too long at all. Why do I see a tractor in the co-op? We just finished the first headland. It's tractor in the co-op. Shouldn't be there. What is that over there? No, they're doing good. They're doing awesome. Totally getting sidetracked. And we'll get back to planting, but why have I never noticed this? There's a vehicle on the mini-map. Oh my goodness. Look at that. This opens too. Okay, the mystery is still not. Oh, it's right there. We've been driving by it all the time. Silly. Okay, I guess we could have used those to our advantage, but we haven't really needed them. Now, besides getting distracted there, boy, it's 8:42. We will possibly, we'll see. We might get them all done today. But now we need to get the roller. Definitely going to transition into a one tractor job right now. Well, we could get a worker going on rolling while we get the sprayer out to take care of the weeds. Yeah, I think that's the plan. All right, well, we're finishing this recording after patching day, and I did want to throw a little bit of an information out there for you guys. I had to reinstall my game to get anything to work, so I don't know if there was an issue with my install already, but if anybody else has a problem where the game gets to 100% loading, says it compiled the shaders, but then doesn't restart, or doesn't start, it just crashes, nothing in the log to indicate why. I had to reinstall the game, got back into everything. So far the patch is looking pretty decent. One thing I got to debug a little bit is my controller stopped working, so I don't know if that's a me issue probably because of the reinstall. So we'll figure it out though, but we're back here finishing it. We're going to risk getting all of these fields done. I remembered we do have the big sprayer to take care of weeds moving forward. So being that it's still 9 something, we got the JCB moved over to the other field. We're going to try to roll all these ourselves after getting all 4 planted. And we should probably have time to spray as well. So I did want to try to get them all planted just to kind of learn, make sure we know what we know about how much work we can get done. And the extra, what's the extra? The extra fields and equipment are basically the equation today for us, so I think we'll be good. Just gotta get this done. We might have to buy a little bit more liquid fertilizer, but going good, going real good. Let's make the map big so we can make sure they're not stuck on the other field. Looks like they're rolling real good on field 21, and it's only 9:43, so we're solid. And we're heading back to get some more seed and liquid fertilizer at the co-op. You can see the field to our right is freshly planted, and they should be pretty close with this other field. They are low on liquid fertilizer as well. We can see in Simple Inspector in the bottom there, they have 100 liters to go. Plenty of seed. Oh, what's going on with that? And let's see if they can finish. They might run out, but it looks like they might have just, yeah, they completed their task, so all is good. And I don't understand why this thing is turning the way it is, but we'll get through it. And we're going to use it eventually, and we have the cash, so let's go ahead and just top up here. Yeah, $2,100 as expected. Liquid fertilizer is a little pricey. Let's see if we can get over here and get some seed without losing complete. I don't understand. Wow. Controller is helping me a lot, I guess. And let's go ahead and put the seed in here. I think we might need to reset our planter here to get this to fix. I think some of the wheels might be a little mad or something going on there. But let's get back. We have finished. We do know that we have 3 out of the 4 complete. It's still 10 o'clock. Got plenty of time to pull this off. If we can get there. Fun times. Fun times were had by all. It seems to be functioning pretty good in this state. I think it was just pulling it from behind was a little bit of an issue there. But we'll stay focused. I'm hoping to get this done before noon, and that would give us the second half of the day. Yeah, and a little bit more in the evening to get the rest of the rolling and spraying done. Well, it's 11:21. We got it done. That rhymed. At 11:21, we got it done. We do need to move the JCB eventually out of that field, but I do want to get started with rolling. Yeah, look at that animation. I imagine a decent amount of time went into this. Now these ones are going now. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right, I think we're going to trust a worker to get started with this, and we're going to get the JCB home. We're going to get the sprayer out. We're going to spray the fields and then take over wherever they are with the rolling. And if we have to go till it's dark, we got to go till it's dark. Canola's looking good. Should be ready in a few months. Sneak by here and try to avoid hitting any of it. Clean. I said we're going to try to have them do it. Now they think they can get started. All right, there they go. And they're overcorrecting. Maybe a roller was a bad idea for a worker. All right, Godspeed. And with this, we're going to work as far from the co-op and work our way back. So I think that's a wrong turn. I'm trying to think of where that would be then. Probably the field right here. Yeah, let's just start here. And good opportunity to see how the worker handles this turnaround here. I have a feeling they're going to get stuck every single turn. Yeah, it's just... the trees that we can't collide with are a little too close. So I think we're going to call an audible and do it the other way around here. We'll let that get going on a worker, and I will hop in here and take over. And it should work out just fine, but we didn't get that started, did we? I hit H. There they go. Okay. All is good. We now proceed. And just wrapping up the rolling here, we have the spreader, the sprayer, it's a sprayer, on the big field next to us, field 5, finishing up. All the other fields are sprayed and rolled. We did it. It's 15:22. Got a little bit of time left in the day. We could probably handle one more field next year for sunflowers if we need to. Just got to get stuff put away and double check that they have enough herbicide to finish that job, and we're set for winter or fall when it comes time to harvest the sunflowers. The last thing I wanted to look at was how many sunflowers we still have over here. We have 53,000. Canola we are out of. And this production is at level 2. So I think when... yeah, it has 27,000 in here. So for the sunflower oil, if this is accurate and it's doing that many cycles, so 1,032 times 20... that's 20,000 a month times 12 is about 250,000 is what we would need for this. So that means we need 5 at level 2, or possibly we could get away with 4 at level 3. So the thing I did want to see was when it comes time to harvest sunflowers, we'll know how many left over we have this year. So probably at that point we'll add another production and see if we can get through a whole year, but we're going to need at least 3 more, if not 4 more. I think we're going to need 4 more at level 2. And that might look good here, you know, boom, 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 boom. And we could do a second layer if we needed to. That was the original plan. That's why we have so much land here that we may not completely use. Oh, it's been a long episode. Recording-wise. I'm not sure how long it'll be for you guys, but I appreciate every single one of you. I'm Socksway Up, and I will catch you on the next episode.